and go find a
Hold up. Hopefully you guys are doing all right here. We are on MRG's map, Mr. Ashton Corners. So this stream's going to be a lot different than anything I've ever done before. I am working on mods, not building from the ground up, so don't get that twisted. Let me see if I can find pop out chat here. There we go. Yeah, over here somewhere. That'll work. All right. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna do a little demonstration for you guys. This is what I've been working on for the past while on my the time that I have. So these are converts slash whatever you want to call them. Some people like them, some people hate them. They're whatever. But I'm working on them. I'm trying to get them cleaned up. And there's a whole lot of stuff that is involved with it. It's a heck of a process. I'll tell you that. But I am addicted now, I guess you'd say. Um, so these mods here, they are riddled with errors. There's a couple of them that have been cleaned up a little bit, added sound files, um, and I'm going through and bringing them through Blender, trying to get the water droplets put on the mud on the tires and whatnot. I can kind of give you a little demonstration here on this guy. So, like I said, this isn't going to be an everybody type of video by any means, but showing you what I'm doing, what my long term vision is of it. Add dirt, add wetness, and add wear. Okay, now take into consideration the loader is an in-game loader. All right, so don't even really look at that per se. But like the wheels, they've got the mud, they've got the wetness. The machine itself does not yet. It's got the dirt mapping done to it, but that's 22 dirt mapping. Um, and yeah, it's pretty much going to be the same story across the board on everything. Now this one here, I actually just got in and I just made an exhaust for it, and I didn't save the exhaust before I actually came in, so I'm kind of interested. Now you can see this does not have any sounds yet. I believe it's a 19 mod I brought in. I believe. But there's a lot of work to be done nonetheless on it, so bear in mind all my attention has been on a skidder for the past week. So add wear, add wetness. You can see them tires got wet. Okay. And add dirt. So tires anybody can do. Pretty simple. The blendering, adding the dirt and the water to the chassis itself. I've only done it to one mod now. and I'm trying to work through that kind of struggle. That mod's not in here. That mod is actually, surprisingly, this doesn't look like it's got the well, maybe it does. Yeah, it's got water droplets on it. Okay. So this is what I wanted to kind of show you guys, where I've been, what I've been doing. And yeah, we'll go down through. We'll show you the models that I've got in here right now that are probably staying. I've kind of limited them down. I've brought over a lot and kind of been going through on which ones will stay and which ones will leave. So this is the 7810, 7800. And here is, and I did leave errors, visual errors, to kind of show you guys where I'm at so far with it. I know the dash has got the white spots on it, so I've got to do some playing with that. This one does have sounds. They're not the best sounds yet. And this is a turboed. So it's supposed to be a lot spunkier versus this guy over here, which I believe the sound files are actually the same. So I got to look into that. So less spunky. This isn't. I could probably actually show you guys this real quick. No, that's the wrong one. Back. It's here. It's here somewhere. Just not sure where yet. Figure as soon as I get it on video, right? Right there. So you got the 7600, then you got the tuned. So that's what we're rocking on one of them, and then the other one's just a regular. So, but like I said, the sound files I believe crossed over to be the same. The loader mounting is something to be desired. There's a lot, whole lot to go into them. What's next here? Probably the old T800. This guy is by far one of the furthest. I've got it converted over, and that's about it. But I wanted to see how the model was, see how the chassis is, that type of thing, and I think I can probably get it better, but it's going to be playing with the assets that I kind of have. So nonetheless, we got a T800. The inside looks decent. Mirrors are in need of some blending for sure. I got the old octagon going on. But for a bare bones farm truck, log truck, something like that, add some racks to it, get the color change script going. Definitely texturing the chrome, the frame, that type of thing. So that was them. Okay, now we got Velcro. What's going on, brother man? We got the tractor that I've wanted from the beginning, the 4955, and thank the good Lord, Mr. John Harvester brought. I was able to get most of this textured up, no issues. It did have a issue with, and I still see an issue. Actually, there's a box underneath there I got to change. It didn't have engine textures. They were all white before, so he was able to get that in for me, get that changed up. Wheels, you could kind of see I've got some working to do with the wheels as far as that goes. The dash in it, I know that, and this looks like something's going on with that. Yeah, there's a color mesh issue, so I'll have to definitely get looking at this part because that just doesn't match up, which that's no big deal. But he brought it in, or I gave it to him, and he did the old engine compartment for me real quick, the toolbox, and then I thought this. So this is basically what the engine looked like. And yeah, I believe the steps are the same way. Yeah, so a little bit of texturing, like I said. I don't believe this one gets dirty. I don't remember. I've been through quite a few of them now. Let me see. Add dirt. Yeah, they got good wheels on it. Alright. Let me see, where are we here? Add wetness. No. I can't see with my shader. Okay, so front wheels need to be replaced. And I don't see any water on this guy. Yeah, no water. So like I said, wheels is pretty easy. You take the old wheels, you match them up with the new wheels in game, and do a better job at matching than I did, because that isn't wrong. This one's right. That inside's right too. So this needs a wider. So it's probably like a 460 rear, and it needs to be a 480 or something like that. So nonetheless, them are the 460s or 4955s. Like I said, the dash in this needs, I think that was a little bit more work than he wanted to put into it, so I'll get playing with that. Then we've got what I've kind of been wanting, and then we got another one that's actually in the field. What's going on, Squash? Those are, buddy. I've got 3 days into modeling and XMLs and everything. Have you taken these through Blender? I have taken a lot of them through Blender. I don't know if, let me see if, hold on, game capture. Let's do, let me see if I can't do a Windows capture real quick. Window capture. Let me see. Hold on a second. I'll show you what my project is. It's been kind of behind closed doors, but and it's not anything but it's one that I've had in Blenders for over 40 hours now. So for me, it's something. Let me see. Alright, so let me see. Select a window. YouTube pop out, open track, Google Chrome. I don't want any of them windows. How do I pick a desktop? There we go. GE, you guys see that? Maybe? No? No? I don't know why you can't just pick a frickin' window. Can see GE? Yeah, I got the skidder in the background here. Oh, what is going on? Add. Media source, video capture device, window capture. Yeah, window capture should take your window. How do people do? Yeah, that's what I got it on, Bubba. Window capture. Weird. You can see. I don't understand. I thought this was going to be simple. Windows capture. Add. Oh wait, how about display capture? Let's try that. There we go. All right. Yeah, yeah. So this has been my baby for the past week. Everything's been through Blender so far. Things have got to go back through Blender, but like this right here took display captures. Yeah, that's exactly right. Like you can kind of see some grayscale in here. I've got to bring this back in and blacken around the mesh and whatnot. But like adding shoot. This is what we worked on yesterday. All freaking days. Took about me for first day with actually using Blender stuff and tools and whatnot. This took probably over 8 to 10 hours. But I redid the exhaust. I'll show you guys what it actually looks like before and after. Some of you guys probably remember this skidder or this pack of skidders. There's a lot. There's a lot that needs texturing. I got to do the black around here. This has got the windows in it. And I've still got to bring it into Blender and figure out how to add the rain back to everything and not the internals. But yeah, I've got this all set. Like I said, I mean, it's so easy for me to try to explain to you guys what it was like, but this whole thing is a pretty it's a not a beginner type of build, I would say, at this point, but I'm beginning with it. So let me see if I can't do. This is what it looked like prior. I think I might have done a little bit to this. Yeah. So you can kind of see the front cube of it was not separatable, so that was all Blender. I think the mesh, I just found out you could actually remove the mesh after building the mesh. But yeah, there's nothing else except for the mesh on the chassis that was removable, which that would have saved me hours and hours of headache, because putting that into the UV mat and then stretching it to try to get it to this side, it was just, like I said, I'm not trying to complain at all. It's a heck of a journey for anybody that hasn't done this. It's gonna get there, I hope. What I really can't wait to learn is how to frickin' take this piece here off, because the one that I have with the yellow bezel just doesn't, it's not right. It's not right at all. But you can see up here, like I said, this has been kind of my baby, the hood. You can see how this hood looks, and just it's missing the air cleaner, it's missing the bolts, and I mean, I've got pictures of the 610 that I operate, and luckily I had a lot of videos on it, so I was able to look out the cab and kind of add the bolts where the bolts were, and it's been a really fun project. So give you guys a quick peek back on this. Like I said, kind of my love-hate relationship for the hood, and I was actually putting all these bolts down by hand until, hey baby, thank God for Woodsy's group with MSM, but Bobcat came in and he told me about just magic stuff with keys about how to keep a bolt on the X axis, the Y axis, and all that. And here I was looking down the front of this guy, trying to get all my bolts in a perfect line and everything else. And then when he told me about that, it actually draws you a freaking line that you can pull everything to. So it was it was fun. It was really fun. It's been a blast. It's been a lot of headaches. I mean, I can show you my Blender files. I probably got 40 files on this hood that aren't usable right now, but you'll have to select the faces where you want them to get wet and move the UV. Oh, okay, okay. Like that hood that I did, and then the couple of body panels that I had done, they weren't nothing. If you don't want it to get wet, you move it to the left box. One. Okay, that's I'll definitely have to do some research into that. I'll definitely have to look into that. I know there are a couple guides, and I think they were like for 22 or 19, where the individual rows or something like that of the box was where you put certain pieces. So I'll have to, like I said, I'll have to do a little bit of learning on that. Matthew, how you doing, buddy? So yeah, shoot me a message later, and I can show you quick. Absolutely, absolutely. What else did I want to show? Oh, I've got an abomination right now. Skidder Last Resort. Yeah, I got Last Resort folders all over the place because backups, backups, backups. This guy, this was one of FT Fanco. This was a bunch of, well, it's not here anymore. This is one of the fun things about this that I've been really having fun with. Work in progress models. All right, so 830. So a lot of you guys will remember the 830 that I used to run on 22. Well, I have it finally in here. Luckily, Woodsy had a folder that we had been shooting mods back and forth that kind of needed some control work or something like that. So right now I've taken this base completely off of this machine, and I have added a base off another machine that will automatically adjust for the ups and downs of hills, left and rights of hills. And he is taken, I've said, trying to script it to work because I had my hands in the scripting and the XML. It's just not good. It's not good at all. So that's hopefully what is to come with these, yeah. And then, like I said, the errors. We got a lot of cleaning to do. But like I said, I don't want to bother you guys with too much of that stuff. But I did want to kind of let you guys know where I've been the past bit. Let me see if I can't get rid of these screens now. There. So we are back. Pleasant View, what's going on, brother man? How you doing? I've been dabbling all week on playing with mods, showing what my failures have been and showing what my kind of successes have been so far. So first week I've been playing with it. Did you take that shopper through Blender also? Yes. The one over here, I took that one through Blender. I don't have water droplets on that. I've got another mod in my work in progress that I've got the all the Blender files that I still got to put together. This one's been through Blender. I didn't put the new stuff in, and I've got to take them placards off in GE, but I'm hoping that doesn't cause errors. This guy here, that's the first one. I got to get rid of that one. Yeah, this one I've got just about everything done. This has got to go back through Blender. But John Harvester actually had it for me. He was playing with the sounds and stuff like that. So let me see. I've got this guy. This is one that I've wanted for a very long time. However, I am still working on the side hill version of the Titan 2 is what I've got all the parts and pieces for. That one's the one that's been through Blender with the water and stuff. I'm having a hard time getting that one up here into game though. Yeah, and there's just a lot of things, and like don't get any of this twisted. I respect all these modders that have built these things. So I'm trying to do them. I'm trying to do them right by doing the models themselves right, not doing quick work, you know, like everybody else has kind of been doing. And for instance, Gamer Design's frickin' Buncher. So I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to give them respect and you know, the work they've done to get these things where they were, yeah, it's incredible. I respect them a whole hell of a lot more than I did a week ago, and I respected, you know, modders a lot, but now after seeing just the amount of man hours I've got in a hood or an exhaust piece, you know, I'm cutting out every other word. That means a lot, man. Oh, thank you. You know, I mean, you guys don't get the gratification. You know, I mean, it's on the mod sites one week, and then the next week, the next newest thing comes out. You know, and that's why I wanted to jump into it. I just didn't know how to. And then Cornfed came in, and he got me started. You're fine. Okay, good, Velcro. Thank you, buddy. Old Pleasant View, having Pleasant View fun. Get the steering wheel back. I'm really looking for some good old John Deere sounds. Like this one, I just put the I know it's blasphemy, especially for a John Deere fan like myself, but I put the, what is it, the old Massey sounds in it, just to kind of keep it period somewhat correct. Yeah, this guy. So it might be blasphemy, but at least it has sound right now. Should I just stay quiet now, Pleasant View? That way you think you done something wrong? Oh. So yeah, this tickles me pink, having the old Titan 2 back. Like I said, I want to, after I get my feet wet a little bit more, I don't know if I've got them in here yet or not. And they are not pretty by any means, but I love the old farm trucks. I don't. The old Internationals, like this guy. I did get the 4900s in. And I am working on them. I am struggling with Blender on one of them specifically. Oh, Oh, I'm so used to Blender and GE now. I'm freaking middle mouse clicking and right mouse clicking. But the frames, I've been going down through the frame, trying to get the bolts and everything else done. And the first time I blended it, I brought it in, and then I put the vehicle shaders pack on it with everything, and then turned it black. And you don't have anything. It's just black, you know. So you got to go back through and highlight all the sides. It's time. But I'm working on trying to bring the old 4900s back in. I don't know, you know, it's like for instance, like the old 6710. You spend all that time getting it in, bring it in Blender. I definitely have the paint color wrong right now. I'm seeing that against the other John Deere here. And not to mention my shaders are on too, so it looks like even worse. But I come back in, what was it? Yesterday, I came in and I went to look at the mods that came out, and the frickin' mod came out. So it's one of them things, and that's kind of what I figured would happen. As soon as I got the gumption to go out and learn how to mod properly from a lot of very respectable modders, not fly-by-night dudes like we're seeing on the mod sites right now. Which that's another scary thing. I mean, you look at your mod folder after you put a week's worth of nice looking mods in or whatever, and it's absolutely crazy. I got a lot of trimming the fat to do. But Squatch, I'll definitely get with you. It probably won't be tonight just because I'm going to be headed to bed here in the next 20 minutes. I got to be out in the woods early in the morning, so I'll definitely shoot you. I'll shoot you a message. I think I got you on the Discord. I got to get back into DR modding too. So you're remapping all the UVs when you bring them into Blender. Yes, Giants has a deal there where or Blender has a. You know this. You know this. Yeah, you got to put your game folder in, your shaders files, put it to vehicle shaders, and then select if you want the gloss, all that, you know. You know the deal. I'm only doing half the field because I was just kind of playing around with it. Because this is one thing that I've been wanting to do for the past week, is just come in and actually play with some of these for a minute. Need to unwind from all the clicking and dragging. I'll get with you, Squatch. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, man. And thanks again to any modders out there. We do appreciate you. You don't get the credit you need. That's for darn sure. What map are you on there? Super Modder? Yeah, right. This is MRG's Ashton Corners. I didn't want to bring these half mods into a save game that I had going, so. do want to work on these windows and see if I can't fix that glare a little bit. It could be let me just turn it off. That probably is going to be the best. Some maps like it, some maps don't, and this one doesn't like it. Oh, well, it didn't fix it. I actually been helping my old boss. The woods right now after being down with pneumonia for frickin' month and a half, 2 months. 2 weeks after I had that, we had a beautiful little baby girl brought into the world. And then the week following, we ended up getting hit with a snowstorm, which just killed my operation. I don't have, big skidders and feller bunchers and everything else, so my little tractor is pretty near done for when you got 2.5 feet of woods or feet of snow in the woods. So, and then this week we've got 3 days of rain going on. Tomorrow's supposed to be 50 degrees, so the woods is absolutely trashed. But I'm trying to help John out, and in the process of helping John out, I'm putting my hours to firewood poles, and he will drop down a load of logs for me. So it's one hand washes the other type of deal. Let me see. Let me just go and grab the little farm truck. See that she's unloading right, and then I'm probably gonna end it just because I wanted to kind of show off what I've been doing the past week, and let you guys know I've been missing the streaming and stuff like that. But once modding kind of gets a hold on you, it is addicting to see how far you can push yourself. And then I can't push myself far enough because I'm surrounded by a wonderful group of modders as it is. So their level is so far beyond mine. They're telling me to frickin', shift X and then R and Y and R and G and all shortcut keys. So then when they're not there, I have the luxury of trying to figure out what the heck the shortcut keys were to do what I'm doing. So it's been a heck of an adventure. Oh, Montgomery, you know the guys. You got all of them in your Woodsy Discord there. They've been a blessing. Mr. Tim, Mr. Bobcat, and Woodsy himself. Craig family, how you doing, Bubba? Looks like we got a little bit of hopping going on there. Is that to do with the head? No, it might just be the auger. Is it done? I hear it. Now she's starting to... I got some stuff to do. Okay. So when the head is down... I wonder if that has to do with that mod. With the head height. Doing good, buddy. Doing good. Showing off some of the latest stuff that I've been converting over and polishing up and whatnot. Learning how to be a modder, converter, whatever you want to call it, basically. So that is the Titan 2. Everybody remembers that guy from 22. I think 19 too. I did reach out to a couple of these guys, but I still haven't heard back. We've got a 7800. We've got a 7810. Then the old dirty 2950, maybe? Something like that. Six Guns. What are you doing, buddy? How's the kiddos? Just add another one, buddy. Just add another one. Jace growing like a weed. He's going to be 10. Everly's going to be 7. And then we just brought Elise into the world, so she's a month old. Finally got a 4955 that's somewhat American. I got some more work to do to it, but I'm going to be taking these fenders off. I don't know if I'm going to add them as far as like a selectable in the store or not. Then we've got some of my shoddy work I was just showing off. Stuff that I got to get fixed. And then we got 3 choppers that I brought over. I don't know why this is here. I think I was just going to... This is... Ooh. I got some frame rate with that thing. This is a new one that I brought in. It's a pack. What is going on with that? Huh. 5830 2-wheel, 4-wheel, and then 6710. That comes in 2-wheel, 4-wheel as well. And then I brought is it tired iron? Is it tired iron? I am so bad with names. That's why I wasn't bringing names in. I just saw that in your channel. Mine turned 5 this year. Yeah. Oh, frickin' give me a message. Let me know when you're around, and we'll get back in. I'm logging every now and then and doing the farming thing. But I've got just as many logging mods that I'm working on right now too, so. But yeah, I'm going to end it there, guys. I'm sorry it was a shorty, but I had to pull myself away from modding for a little bit, so. Either way, God bless y'all. Hopefully we'll have some more updates coming shortly. Got to figure out how I want to set up everything as far as if I'm going to do testing or if I'm just going to wait till they're done and then publicly release them on the channel or on... I gotta figure all that out. It's a long drawn out deal. Either way, guys, thank y'all so much for the support. God bless y'all, and we will see you in the next one.